Hello, everyone, and welcome to another truly terrible experience. This is all the iron I have in my entire world. We're going to use it all on hoppers. Today, we are finally going to get to that project I've been hinting at for a while, the one that's going to help out the mangrove farm. We've dug that hole in the last episode, and now we finally have enough resources, specifically all this iron, to actually get all these hoppers made. Oh dear. Out, out, all of you, out, out, oh dear. Oh dear, you're all going to come back. Wait, bleh, there. And we need a lot of hoppers. 11 stacks, give or take. Are we going to do it? Are we going to do it? Phew! Okay, hey, look at that. We even have a whole stack left over. What are the chances of that? Wow. Okay, cool. So not only do we not have any iron left, we don't have any wood left, or bamboo, or quartz, or redstone, or yeah, we're pretty much completely tapped out. And the funny part, I'm only going to be able to build half of what I wanted to build, but it's still going to be enough to at least get started with the farm. So I'm going to head down to the pit right now and show you what I got. All right, we are heading down here now. Slight change. This used to be the hole, and it still is a hole. But we need to get out of the way because that's where the items are going to be shooting up to the fountain. We're going to go down this one instead. Into the cavern. Ow. So we've got pretty much all the resources we need in these two chests. We can always go back up if we need some more. But we've got our hoppers, we've got some kelp, we've got soul sand, and yeah, pumpkins and melons. So that is essentially what we're going to be doing. We're going to be building a pumpkin and melon farm here in this huge cube. It's the kind that uses the observers. So this is a fairly common one. I think most of you have probably seen it before, but basically you have a layer of hoppers, a layer of dirt, which is farmland essentially. You have your pumpkins and melons growing. Then you have observers watching the stems. The observers, when they see the stem change, then basically send a redstone signal to the 4 blocks around them, which are pistons, and they crush the melon and or the pumpkin. So essentially, we're going to have 2 layers in each of these 4 corners. They're 9 by 9. You can see the middles are right here. And they're going to feed all their pumpkins and all their melons to the central point, which is here. And we're going to build a couple of droppers to shoot into a water column that goes straight up to, well, the fountain, which is right up there. So I think we are going to get started. I trimmed out the geode and I thought, that looks kind of cool. And then I realized we're just going to be covering it up with the farm anyways, but whatever. So yeah, let's get started. So we got all 4 units done. We got 2 sets of melons. We got 2 sets of pumpkins. I almost made that layer melons, but I managed to correct myself. However, let's get back down here. This took quite a while to build, and the fact that the first one that I built only has 4 pumpkins in it, and the first melon one that I built has only 5 melon slices in it, has me a little concerned that I may have created a fatal flaw in this. Typically, I didn't... Well, we heard something happened. Typically, I didn't usually have these pumpkins around the outside, but pumpkins often would fly out the sides, and then I wanted to contain them. However, I may have inadvertently made it way too dark in there, and I'm not entirely sure if pumpkins and melons need light, but they probably do. So I'm going to go grab some glowstone, and we're going to pop a few in the middle of each farm and see if that improves our rates, because 5 is pretty sad at this point. So I'll be right back. All right, this is our life now, and as you can see, yeah, there's nothing growing down here. It needs light for sure. So we are going to replace the blocks in the middle, and yeah, this is going to be fun. Maybe. We'll see after I got all 8 placed. Okay, all the glowstone is in, as you can see glowing in there, and you can hear that the rate of change has improved dramatically inside there. There's a lot more piston action as things are growing. Yeah, there's another one. So yeah, I think we got that solved. It was definitely a case of needing light, and there was practically nothing growing up in there. So now we'll just have to give it some time, which I had hoped to have the time given to it while I was building, but yeah, we just need to give it some time, and all those guys are going to grow up to be big, strong plants producing constantly inside these structures. Lots of space up top to do 2 more on top of each, so that that'll get the rates really high for this farm, but I've definitely run out of materials. So we're going to build up this central area, the actual transportation mechanism to the top. And oh, we also have to possibly change the melon slices back into melons. That might be a good idea, or I might keep them as slices, or I might do a mix. I haven't quite decided yet, but I will go ahead and build this next bit up, and I'll let you know what I decided. Instead of just jumping ahead, I've thought, well, maybe you guys haven't seen this particular mechanism before. A lot of you probably have. A lot of people use this in their builds to spit out items into a water stream, but we might as well build one together just so that you know what the process is. Firstly, you need to put down soul sand, because that's going to be the water stream all the way up to the fountain. I do have some kelp, and not sure how exactly we're going to do that, but we're going to be zipping up full water blocks all the way to the top once we're done. For now, however, we need to put down a dropper, and we're actually going to put a dropper on both sides. Because one's going to be bringing the pumpkins and spitting it into the water stream, and one's going to be bringing melons or melon slices or both and putting them into the stream. Oh, right. So this is the structure for spitting out items into a water stream using a dropper. We've got a comparator that reads the dropper. So as soon as one item goes into said dropper, the power will come off of the comparator because it sees that there's something in there, run power around to this repeater and go back into the comparator. Ultimately, it's the redstone dust here that powers the dropper. So I put one item in there. You can hear it go pop, and it comes out there. So let's put a couple in just so you can see it happening. There they go. So yeah, you can see it's reading it every time one goes in. Fires all the redstone. And yeah, it gets powered, the dropper gets powered, and it shut out. So you can imagine now that we attach our pumpkins to this hopper here, then you're going to see pumpkins racing up to the top. On the other side, we'll do exactly the same thing, but we're also probably going to use a crafter to turn, I think I've decided I'll do half as slices, half as full melons. Or do I want them all just melons? Yeah, we got a progress update. Whoa. Apparently there's a thunderstorm going on. Hang on. I guess we're going to go up and sleep before we continue on recording. Hang on. Okay, we did not need all that thundery noise going on while I'm trying to explain what's going on down here. We got our pumpkin side, we got our melon side. The pumpkins are just going directly into the dropper to go up the chute all the way up to the fountain. On this side, the melons are coming in as slices, and they're going to fill this entire thing up to 9. And it's currently reading these snowballs as the comparator. So the snowballs are 1 snowball less than a full crafter. Therefore, when this gets to 9, it will shoot a signal around to itself, and it will craft a melon, which then goes into this hopper. And just like the pumpkins, it goes around and into its own dropper, and then it will go up the water column, which that's going to be next. So right now, yeah, everything is hooked up. Not much in the way of rates yet because we're still waiting on the plants to grow up and get to that point. But I think we give it a few minutes and get the water column properly in, we're going to be able to see some action up at the top. So I'm going to go deal with that right now. Get our kelp out. Oh, you can already see that there's some pumpkins. So this is flowing water. We are going to turn it into all solid water blocks. Don't want to go all the way. Right about there. There. Okay. So that should be it. We will head back down. There we go. Whoa! Whoa! But there's still one more piece that we have to deal with, and that's how to collect it all. So, yeah, that is our next task. All right, so we're under the fountain right now, and we're going to put down 9 composters and 9 hoppers, which will feed the material from the fountain into the composters and then out as bone meal. And the bone meal then can be used over in the mangrove farm. Down here at the bottom of the stairs is where we are going to collect our bone meal. I was going to create a crafter system like we did down below to turn the bone meal into bone blocks. But I think for now, we might as well just stick with the bone meal because I don't think we're getting enough pumpkins and melons yet to need to increase our storage capacity. So for now, I'm just going to put in a chest and we will get this all decorated nicely later. All right, as we said, we're going to get down some tracks. Oh, that's not good. You guys are making this very, very difficult. You, stop going in the water. You guys are impossible. Am I going to have to put a fence around this fountain? Oh, dear me. All right, well, we'll get 3 hopper minecarts in here. Hopefully. Yeah, 1. Oh, good. They're moving them. 2. 3. All right. I think everything's in. You silly guys. Okay, so I've discovered that I will definitely need a fence around my fountain because these guys apparently need to bathe in it before going to bed. Out! Out, I say! All of you! Out! Go to bed! Ah! Yeah, you too. While you're sleeping, I'm putting a fence in. You're the worst. Hey guys, it's your own fault that I had to put up this fence. Don't give me that look. My goodness. They spent way too much time playing in this fountain. And it's a fountain for making bone meal. So I am sorry, but you'll have to find somewhere else to go and bathe. Yeah, so here we are. We are at the fountain. Oh, there goes a melon. The farms below are working a little bit faster. We're getting a little bit more resources coming up. All right, I think we've got it fixed. I think the main issue was the water level at the back there was too high, and so it was launching it farther forward than I wanted it to. So we lowered the water, and now they pretty much get in the hopper every single time, which is fantastic. And yeah, in no time at all, we are going to have all kinds of bone meal for our tree growing needs. But I'd say this is it for this project. Once I get enough resources, we will double up the number of farms that are down there, and we should get a pretty continuous stream of material flying up into this automated bone meal fountain thing. Yeah, it's working perfect now. On to the next project. Well, the sun is setting, and I think we should, well, I'm not going to sleep through this night. We are going to see how far along we are in our villager survival games. Been quite a few nights. I've been building quite a bit. There are villagers off in random locations. I don't know how you're going to get back to your bed, buddy, but good luck. And we're going to wait for night to fall and everyone to get into their beds, and everyone's clustered around the bell again. Yeah. Everyone sort of said it's kind of cool to have the bell in this vicinity, and this side didn't make sense, so we'll just keep the bell there for now. And it sure creates a lot of life in the plaza. So once these guys head to bed, we're going to check on them. We might have to wander around a little bit to see who is a straggler and not actually deceased. Yep, you guys better head on to bed. Everyone else is going. Hey, you over there. It's dangerous out here. All right, it is nighttime, and the villagers are sort of starting to sort themselves out. I don't think a single villager has stayed in his regular bed. So this is not going to be quite so precise as I had planned for the villager survival games. But yeah, we'll just have to eliminate the beds of any teams that have failed to maintain their partnership. Excuse me? You need to go to bed. Okay. Let's take a look. And I've built... let's take a look at that first. I have built this scary drop of doom. That is the elimination chamber. Don't worry, they're not going to die. But that is where we're going to send the villagers the next day. How many villagers we have left? It's been several days. We've built the melon and pumpkin farm fountain composting unit. We built the elimination chamber, which to end the episode, you'll see why it's an elimination chamber. And let's see. Red's all paired up. Light blue's fine. White is fine. Black is fine. Lime is fine. Oh my goodness. Where did all you guys go? Go to the other side. Wait a minute. I knew it. I knew it. Oh no. I need a sword. Save me. There we go. Good job. Who needs a sword when you get iron golems everywhere? But I'm gonna bet that was one of our villagers. I guarantee that was one of our villagers. Oh no. Well, that didn't take long. Okay, so boy oh boy. Let's see what's going on the other side. Purple's fine. Green's fine. Gray's fine. Magenta's fine. Teal's fine. Brown, blue, and dark gray are all fine. So everybody on this side is fine. Oh my goodness. So we have lost 4 villagers. One I think you just saw get destroyed. Let's have a quick look around to see if we can find any stragglers who are lost. And see if we can get them home. All right, we found one. One guy hiding out in my storage room. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. He's gonna need some incentive. Let's get a bed and get him. Actually, you know what? This might be easier. Let's just get him in a boat. Come on, dude. There we go. Let's get you to bed. Okay, so we managed to get this guy back. We'll see what team he chooses to hang out on. He has decided to be on Team Orange, which means, Team Pink. Well, Team Yellow is gone, so we'll get rid of their beds, and we are going to turn off their light. What we're going to do here... Oh, no! I wasn't fast enough. All right, we'll catch them in the next night. Okay, somehow this guy is this last straggler in again. Goodness. That's our Team Orange guy again. So, Mr. Team Pink, you, sir, are going to be our loser. Let's get you out of here. Nobody even knows that you're being transported away. All sleeping. Good morning, villagers. Observe that one of your number is in a fence, stuck in a boat, because he was the only remaining member of Team Pink. We won't even talk about Team Yellow. Don't know what happened to them. Anyways, after a few days and 1 episode of my series, we already have a victim. Have you noticed none of your comrades seem to care? Well, sir, this is the end for Team Pink. Farewell. Nothing to see here, folks. It's all done. Team Pink is no more. Who will be next? But of course, this is not the actual end of our poor villager friend. He may have been eliminated from the games, but he's going to serve a much more important purpose in my world. Let's go down in the little pond and... Oh, right. I forgot about him. Yeah, I can't say the same for you. You, on the other hand, we're going to have a chat. You're going to become a librarian. And I need mending from you. Ah. Mending. Yes. Mending. You, sir, are a winner. Let me get some more books. Ooh, he leveled up. That's fantastic. What's his next trade going to be? Boring. But that's fine. A little bit high, but we're going to have tons of emeralds. I mean, we've done a lot of trading for emeralds, and that's going to be just fine. But these books are essential. We need to get our gear back up to snuff. Thank you, sir. Thank you for losing the survival games. So now that we have the mending books, we can get them on our gear. We got our bow fire. Get that out of the way, get that out of the way, get that out of the way. Got our bow done. How much to get this one? 2. Sweet. Can I do it? Yes. What should we call this one? Bubble grinder. Yeah. Now we just have to get these 2 guys healed up, and then we are set. And that's got it. All right, so we got the cobble grinder fully healed up. Got the stone extractor, sandblast, forest destroyer, slice and dice, fire. And then we got our swimming cap, our heart shield, lava waders, and our flippers. So yeah, I think that's great. So now we've got all of our gear fully upgraded. We got mending on everything. We are going to be a terror on the server. We are going to get so much sand, so much quartz, so much, well, everything. And we won't have to worry about our tools breaking because we got this great XP farm. The Villager Survival Games gave us our first mending books. And hopefully in the future, as we get more villagers to lose the games, they will be joining Mr. Mending with other key books that we need in the future. But we are fully geared up, and it is a exciting time because now there's pretty much no stopping us. Well, except for maybe a sneaky creeper. So I think that'll do it for this episode. We will see each other again real soon. Bye-bye for now.